Mirrodin Darksteel draft today in our flashback queues, and I'm pretty excited. It's very similar overall to the original triple Mirrodins. The difference is there's more payoffs for having more artifacts. Some of the decks get a slightly better, some of the decks get slightly worse. The biggest gainer is black. Black gets a lot of powerful cards in pack 3, so if black's open, I'll be happy to be there. You might have noticed in the other ones, I didn't really consider black. It's because black was not particularly good in triple Mirrodin. That said, it's fairly solid there. I don't mind being green, but green is worse in Darksteel than it is in Mirrodin, so I'd rather not have green as a lead. And yeah, we're looking to pick up powerful cards, powerful equipment, and powerful utility creatures.
Yeah, I would like to go white-red if possible, but that's not been possible in the past. So.
No, I don't mind being white-blue, because blue works well with artifacts as well.
Yeah, white-blue really cuts white-red down, but you get all the good blue stuff and all the good artifact things that go with the blue. So I like that archetype, considering how popular white-red seems to be.
Now, something to remember is that we were in these really good white aggressive decks before. We lose a pack of Mirrodin, so we lose a lot of the sort of powerful equipment-based creatures. The third pack will have a 1/1 that is fine, but it just turns out that you usually want to play equipment, creature, and then equip, as opposed to play a creature, equipment, and then equip, because you're usually a turn behind.
Yeah.
Unless you get the ideal of, you know, your 1-drop into, like, a Bone Splinter. That's the exception.
Yeah.
Or a Skull Clamp.
Obviously, Bone Splinter is still one of the top picks. Anything that's worth a lot of money, which is, I guess we should probably pull that up, so we'll have it for both sets since we're waiting anyway. The prize structure for these is the same. Mainly, you don't win too much unless you get the top. So 3-0 gives you 2 free drafts, and you get to keep the cards for all of them. 2-1 gets you 1 free draft, and then 1-2 gets you half a draft, 50 play points, I think they're calling them now. And then losing straight up gets you nothing but the cards you drafted. That's why we're always willing to pick up money cards. Around $3, $4, $5, it starts looking like, you know, maybe we don't really need to do anything but take the money card. Just because those pay for the draft a lot faster than winning.
So pack 3 is when we'll see the Darksteel cards. A lot of these cards are playable. Genesis Chambers, one you gotta be careful about. Reshape, I would not play in most of my decks, or the Mycosynth Lattice. But I think the rest of these, I wouldn't play Serum Powder, but I would pick it.
Yeah, so
I may or may not play these.
I don't know if we want to pick Reshape, but Mycosynth Lattice and up, probably worth it. So I like the Swordsmith. I like the Leonin Guard the most, though. And then on this pack, we hope to wheel the Spike Shot Goblin or the Seat.
I don't know.
Or the Replica.
So for me, I am very close to taking the Spike Shot Goblin because white will have less creatures like this. Having something like Spike Shot Goblin, I actually think that Spike Shot Goblin will perform better with equipment than Leonin Guard.
That's a good point. I think what we're trying to do is be in red-white. But Spike Shot Goblin's good no matter what second color we end up in.
Right.
And this leaves us open to get the Replica or the Seat, as well as the Leonin if it comes back around. The Swordsmith is worth playing, too.
I would be willing to take him and put him in my deck. The Swordsmith, the Talisman, a Null, Goblin Replica, Leonin Guard, Nim Lasher's fine, Omega Mirror is fine but not impressive. Seed of Cyanide is great. Spike Shot, Sunbeam, and Turn to Dust. It's actually a very good pack.
Yeah, it's actually
the uncommons and rare are the only ones that aren't.
Yeah, I don't think Fire Gambit's worth anything. So
no.
So Icy Manipulator is very strong. We also have Frogmite. The Golem's not bad. The Silvermere. The Skyhunter Patrol we haven't gotten to try, and the Volshot Gauntlets and the Berserker are both good. I think the best thing is the Icy Manipulator, though.
In my picks, it would be Icy Manipulator, then Goblin Replica, then Thirst. Probably after Thirst, you're looking at
either the Mirror, the Frogmite, the Gauntlets, or the Berserker.
The Gauntlets or the Berserker.
And then I would love to try Skyhunter Patrol, but I don't think that's a very high pick.
If we had first picked the white card and Manipulator wasn't here, I would pick the Skyhunter Patrol, possibly. Yeah. Flying and First Strike is good.
The previous person must have picked...
a rare.
Well, it's probably a money rare, too.
Is Dampening Matrix worth anything?
I don't think it's worth anything. Dampening Matrix, 28 cents.
That's worth a lot. Alright,
That's more than I would have expected. So I think
I like
the
the Talisman.
Vigilance guy is my favorite.
I think I'd rather have...
Now the Talisman's probably more powerful.
Yeah, I'd rather have the Talisman. We're more likely to get soldiers...
That guy on the wheel than the Talisman on the wheel. And I agree with that statement.
The Talisman is in one of our colors, and I don't mind splashing green if we see the good green cards coming around. I don't want to be main green, but a couple oxidizes go a long way.
And we can play it without actually needing the colored.
That's right. And in order to fight red. And I think the only significantly playable cards here are the Soldier and the Chromatic Sphere, so I don't expect anything to wheel from this pack.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Alright, so things that I find exciting.
Now the leveler. So I like Raise the Alarm.
There's Disciple. Black is better, which means this is better.
Yeah, but Raise the Alarm is just a really cool combat trick. I like the Mirror Adapter, but I don't really think it's worth taking this early. And I like Silver Mirror, but I think Raise the Alarm is better.
My picks for strong cards are Disciple, Vault, Mirror, and Raise the Alarm. And I wouldn't pick anything else out of this pack. Now, we can...
Yeah, I don't think anyone's talked anything about Incite War. It doesn't seem like it'd get you very many cards, though.
So, do you want to go with the white route, or do you want to go with the more aggressive route, or the more controlling route?
So, what works well with Disciple? Because I'd rather have Raise the Alarm.
Artifacts. Just artifacts.
Okay. I'd rather have Raise the Alarm. Which would you rather have?
We'll try the Raise the Alarm. I don't mind. We'll see what's next.
Tap target artifact is pretty good. I don't want the scales. We never played them last time. I do like Consume Spirit. I do like Molten Rain. I do like the Scorpion, but not as much as I like the other cards.
For me, it's either Transfixer or the Exile. And I don't mind either. They're actually both fairly powerful cards in their own right. Also, you can take the Scavenger. It gets us an artifact creature.
I think tap target artifact matters a lot more because there's going to be a lot of artifact creatures you can tap.
I'm close on either way. This is a very powerful card. Like, this is a Gravedigger, but we do need to pick up the artifact creatures. But it's not usually too hard.
That's actually the same reason the Transfixure is good, so it doesn't matter which one you go, but we've already picked a white card.
Oh, so. What is Second Sunrise worth?
Abandoned Modern, so nothing.
I'm so sad. Alright.
That was the card that broke the other deck.
Alright, so we're going to pick our Great Furnace.
Yeah, this... So, Second Sunrise would have been taken if it was worth any money, because it was worth a lot when Eggs was playable. That is not actually a terrible card, because you could just... well, so it's not very good unless you can set it up really well of trading 2 for 1 and then Second Sunrise to get your stuff back.
They get their stuff back.
Yeah, so you have to...
It's better when you attack with everything, and then, if I was playing Limited, which I wouldn't, I'd use it to attack with everything, and then use its ability. Okay.
So what's the coils do?
Whenever a non-creature you control dies, put a charge counter on it. If there are 5 more charge counters, you put that many 3/1s, and that's not actually good. So for me, I think we are... I don't think we're green enough to play Slith Predator. I would rather not be green enough to play that.
So Razor Barrier is okay. I like Elf Replica more than I like Razor Barrier.
Alpha Replica...
And Alpha Mirror is probably just easier to play. So I would go with the Mirror.
I kind of like having a 2/2. 1 toughness is a real problem.
That's true. We're not going to be able to use the ability, really, but we do have 1 artifact that can do it. So here's our chance to get the Transfixer.
Yeah, it will. Or this is a different pack. Now, we could take Vermiculos. It gets +4/+4 whenever anyone plays an artifact. It's essentially attacks as a 5, 5, or 9, but it's just a big guy that attacks.
Well, so if anybody was in a black deck, you would think they would have that, and if anybody was in a white deck, you would think they would have had...
There are better white cards than this. There's not very good black cards yet, but us taking black now can set us up so that pack 3 we have good black, so I don't mind taking either of these.
I would rather stay out of black because I think white is more powerful. Unfortunately, a lot of people will be in white. So, whatever you want to do, Dan.
I don't really want to try the Vermiculus. I don't think it's particularly... I want to be in black. This wheeling makes me want to be in black. This is a decent black
really
card.
Powerful, but it relies on artifacts is the problem.
So we'll just start picking up artifacts.
All right. Well, let's do it.
What else is there? Turn to Dust.
Yeah, the rest of this pack is not.
Pewter Golem is decent. It blocks well.
Yeah, but at 5 mana.
But I'd rather have more at my 5. So, well, we'll take our Nim Lasher.
Yeah.
It can be really good if we have ways to give it first strike. All right.
Well, I mean, Affinity for Artifacts, that seems like a card we'd take.
I think I'm going to take my first Clark Clanstrom for the sideboard. But if we're playing against someone with a lot of 1 toughness creatures, it can kill everything.
Well, I think Frogmite's just more powerful.
No.
I mean, we're trying to get artifacts now that we've got the Scavenger.
Actually.
I don't think
No.
Power Conduit it's worth
No,
it.
it just moves them. I want to take this on my sideboard.
Alright, that's fine.
This effect, like, we can get small creatures on any effect.
Yeah, but that one has Affinity. It is for the Affinity deck.
Yeah, but it's a 2/2, and sometimes it's a 2/2 for 3 or 4, and it's just whatever.
Sometimes the 2 for free.
When
so-
it doesn't matter, usually.
I don't really like any of these cards, so it really doesn't matter.
So I'll take Steel 1, put it on my sideboard.
Yeah.
Okay, this is legit.
Yeah, the scale's probably just not worth playing. We had 2 in our sideboard last time. Didn't like them. Alright, we're not going to play that either. Not going to play that either.
The fact of the matter is sometimes just artifacts are
So this
playable.
is a pretty weak picks, I thought.
It's because of the Tangle Blooms later on. Like, look at all these cards here we can't play.
Yeah. Maybe these were weak packs. That worked out well for us last time.
Well, we have the Icy Manipulator. We have a way to get back artifact creatures, so I do need to pick up more of those. We have one of the most powerful cards in the set. We have a card that has to be answered, so if we have any evasion, it becomes powerful.
Yep, and we do have the Talisman to power up our replica if we need to destroy
And if we
the
don't
champ.
end up running Nim Lasher, that's fine. Tooth and Nail. I might be willing to splash green for Tooth and Nail.
Well, also, that's one of the cards that's worth a few bucks. It's only worth $1 something, so it's
$1.50.
not worth taking just for that.
Well, the Shrapnel Brass is worth.
The Ascendant's pretty good. I like the Ascendant. Shrapnel Blast is probably one of the most powerful cards in the set, wouldn't you think?
It can be.
I think we want to take the Ascendant or the Blast over the Tooth and Nail.
Yeah, probably. We could take our first Terror. I'm not sure if I want to be wide enough to be Ascendant, because
I
Ascendant
don't
wants
think
us to
I
be
want
very
to play
white.
black, really.
Do you think you'd just rather be mostly white?
I'd rather be bright red because those are the most powerful colors.
Alright. Well, did we see a lot of white coming in? We saw a decent bit of white coming
Saw a
in.
decent bit of red. We didn't see much red. That's why I think we should take the Shrapnel Blast here. Because if we just get the best red, and
It's true.
Yeah, we could splash for a couple of good red cards.
Okay. Well, we are going to splash red. What does Soul Foundry do again? We exile a creature, and we pay X and multiples of that card. That's okay.
Cathodian's really good.
I think I'm just going to be on Cathodian.
Man, people are
I'm just
really
taking Cathodian.
taking the equipment very highly.
We didn't see any of our packs. Fire Shrieker's not worth playing.
Yeah, we didn't see any good equipment the entire last pack, and I don't think we saw any equipment except for the gauntlets, right?
Yeah. Alright, so I will take Soul Foundry on the wheel. I'm not particularly excited about it. Wheelbarrow's okay, but its fear is not very good because artifacts block. I don't think Vault of Whispers will wheel, but if it does, I'll be happy. Same for Ledmer. Same for Nim Lasher.
Well, so Soul Foundry is awesome with Cathodian, too,
Yeah.
as a random bonus. I don't think... Is the Incubator powerful? I don't know if it's worth anything, but...
That's a lot of 1/1s.
I mean...
We could pick up the Skin Gauntlets. It's just 1 starting off, but it grows. We could pick the Sky Hunter Club.
Yeah, the first strike Haste Goblin Striker is really powerful. So is the Sky Hunter Club. Either
I
one
would
of
be
those.
willing to take the Gauntlets because they're cheap to equip, the Cub because it plays well with equipment, or the first... I'd rather have the Cub or the Golem.
And I'd rather have the Cub, I think, than the Gauntlets.
Okay.
Hopefully the Incubator will come back around.
we
Okay, so either someone's taking all the equipment or there's not any equipment.
They could be taking equipment out of
Okay,
the
so a
cards.
Tog is super powerful.
Let's make sure there's nothing else I want. Tree of Tales and Thoughtcast I want, but I'd rather just have a Tog.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and take this into the sideboard.
So...
Nim Replica.
Nim Replica. Nim Replica is good. Elf Replica is also good.
We could go either way, but I think we're going to have a tiny splash of black, and I do like this effect.
Okay. That makes sense.
And I want to run the Morlock Scavenger if possible, and I want Artifacts.
Peacekeeper do? Is that the one that sets people's lives
no
total or something? Yeah, that's not very good. So I don't think the adapter is worth playing because I don't think you're gonna get enough equipment to make it powerful enough. The Alpha Mirror is probably the best in the pack.
I'm gonna take the Mindstorm Crown for the sideboard.
What about the Forge Armor? Like, is that can we do that? Sacrifice an artifact, we can do that. Put X 1/1 counters where X is the
It
convert
costs
mana
5. Are we keeping 5 mana up for combat tricks? Like, that's my problem with the
We
card.
don't have to use it to combat trick. We can just use it and continue to beat down.
We don't have
What does
that
the
many
crown
cards.
do?
We draw extra cards. It's just a
okay.
better sideboard card.
Well, the
Wait.
thumb is useless.
Is it worth anything?
No, it's not
It's
worth
worth
anything.
66 cents. Okay.
So we can take another Nim Lasher. We could also take another Steel Wall for the sideboard.
I want to take the Lasher just in case one of the colors gets cut. Then we'll have access to a lot of powerful cards.
All right, we definitely need to take equipment, and it doesn't like any equipment is coming around.
All right, let's go ahead and get our
And we
Transfixer.
definitely want that over everything else.
Wow.
All right, so there's another Nim Lasher that we just passed.
Right, but we want a Vault Whippers.
we definitely want the vault.
Okay.
Um,
I'd rather have the Fire
yeah,
Striker.
that guy's actually pretty good.
And we might not have double red easily, and I think that's a big deal. Okay, so no equipment is wheeled, which means we need to pick equipment next pack. Let's go ahead and move these furnaces over here.
Just so we can see without the furnaces.
And then let's look at this deck. Maybe we're running a Steel Wall, and we're running a Titanium Golem. So we're running all the playable artifacts,
You're right now.
and that's what our curve looks like, which looks pretty good. And our deck might look a little bit slower overall, but if we get anything that can power up...
We definitely need equipment. If we don't get it, we don't get it.
I do not want a third Limb Lasher. I just want a Mega Burst.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. So now, yeah,
Like,
man, no equipment. That's pretty impressive that we've got.
We haven't seen any power and toughness equipment. All right, we'll take World and
got-
in for the sideboard.
We've gotten no good picks on equipment, just bad picks.
All right, here's our equipment. To the sideboard.
That's
not-
weak, but it's not the weakest it could be.
Well, it's good with Nim Lashers because
It's good with Nim Lashers.
it gives trample. Wait, it doesn't
Well,
give
it
trample.
can only be blocked by one creature, which
And I thought it gave trample. Has trample and can only be blocked by one creature, which means that you get through damage with it.
yeah,
And that's a big gain.
that is a big game.
So we could be in a deck which is just kind of beating down, tapping down their artifacts, rebuking
all right,
ceremonies.
so
powerful.
here is what we've been waiting for.
All right, so let's talk about these cards. And I know my pick. It's Morning's Full Shark.
Yeah,
Morningstar.
and then hopefully Whisper Silk Cloak will come back around.
Whisper Silk Cloak is good. Metal Fatigue is good.
Hopefully
We're
the
not in blue,
Glaive Master will come
but the
back around
Transmute
as
is good.
well.
The Volshock Warboar is good. The Glaive Master is good.
Ooh,
The Razor Golem is good. So there's a lot of good cards in this pack for us.
All right, so probably our first 3 picks will, well, if possible, will be decent equipment out of these packs.
Yeah, we don't need many more cards. This
yeah,
card,
if we can grab 3 good equipment, then we'll be set.
see, at this point, we're actually just changing out cards. We need a couple more cards.
Yeah, and those couple cards need to be equipment.
They do. But I do not mind running the Whale of the Nim if we end up in this sort of controlling-ish deck.
I would like a Skull Clamp right now.
There's not many cards I would pick over Skull Clamp.
Only money cards.
Okay, so we've got...
Is the Lich's Tomb worth playing?
We're probably picking Stir the Pride. The
So
other options...
Stir the Pride is amazing. The modular creatures are very good. The Affinity for Mountain card.
Yeah, I think I would pick Arcbound, Stir the Pride, Thunderstaff, Arcbound Stinger, Oxidia Golem, in that order.
I would probably take Metal Fatigue too.
Grim Clawbats is pretty solid as well. And Lux of the Mystic's a playable card. Everything except for Crazed Goblin and Lich's Tomb could make a deck.
Yeah, Stir the Pride is a super awesome combat trick that I was actually worried about because I thought it was in Mirrodin.
Okay, so we have some cuts to make somewhere.
That's good. I don't like Steel Wall.
I don't mind it.
I would like a better creature to put in for it, and we still need a couple more artifact equipments. There's another Morning Star. We're probably just taking that.
The scrounge target? Okay, yeah, we definitely are.
Yeah, I mean,
First
we're
of all,
taking that.
2 people have made grave mistakes Morningstar is literally one of the best cards in the whole set. That said,
This one has gone several picks without being taken.
Echoing Decay, Darksteel Citadel,
Ooh, I hope that comes back.
Petron Ghost are all playable.
Yep, the Ghost is playable. The can't block 3/3 is okay too.
Leon Battle Mage is probably our pick.
Yeah, the Battle Mage is one of the best cards, right?
Yeah.
Wait, let's read the rest of the pack. Okay.
Sorry.
We had so many seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna make some cuts. Let's
Well,
go ahead and cut
there
Steel
you go.
Wall. Actually, you know what? Put Steel Wall back in. Let's go ahead and... Well, do we play the first card, Clan Shaman? It's so powerful when it's good, and if it's bad, it just wears equipment. That's what I love about utility creatures in this set.
Yep.
Let's go ahead
Cheap
and
is
drop...
fine.
Let's go ahead and drop... See what it looks like.
So the Nim Lashers look better the more equipment we take. So the... Are we going to be able to cut... I think we might just cut black, unfortunately, for those two Nim Lashers. Let's see.
So we can run Echoing Decay if we're running black, and I like that a lot. I like keeping our curve lower. And that's a good
the only
reason why.
problem is we have such good red. Well, it's mostly just the Shrapnel Blast and the Spike Shot Goblins, so we're definitely running white at this point. 2 damage to each creature dealt damage this turn.
It's not really that good.
Sacrifice an artifact.
We're either
Game
picking
live.
Arcbound Bruiser or Echoing Decay. And do we want a 5 drops, or do we want a very good removal spell? And I'd rather have a good removal spell.
Well, that solidly plants us in black, which means we have to cut all of our...
We don't
Okay,
have
we
to.
can talk about it for a little longer before you pick.
We don't have to. We do have mana in these other colors, and we can be mostly colorless cards and one color. We can be colorless and then a color and double splash. So we can have some red and some black and figure out where that's going which way.
Spellbinder worth anything? That sounds like a card that might be worth something.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
I'm looking at the wrong list.
No.
Nope. Okay. So we probably want that, only that dilutes both of our colors.
It's okay.
It makes our Nim Lashers better.
We can also run the Petron Ghost, but we have enough playables, so I would like... It makes our Tog better, our Shrapnel Blast better, and that's really it. Maybe we do pick the Ghost.
Well, the Nim Lasher it makes better too. What creature are we cutting to get the Ghost in though? We already got 16.
Maybe in a Megamer or something. It's a flyer, and it regenerates stuff.
Put a gun on a sacrifice. Put 2 charge guns on target artifact. We don't need that.
Blabola is what we're going to be picking.
Yep, that is the best possible pick. There was another Ghost. Destroy all non-artifact permanents. If there's nothing we were playing from this pack, that might be pickable.
I don't know if there is anything we're playing from this pack.
Well, so the thing is, I'm fine with someone having that in their deck. We have a lot of artifact permanents.
We could take Nemesis Mask.
We're not playing Nemesis Mask.
We could take... I don't think we're playing any of these cards.
Oh, okay. Well...
What card do you want to play against the least? Echoing Truth, Quicksilver, Behemoth.
Spider, probably.
Okay.
I mean, does
No,
it
no,
have
it's-
reach or something?
Has Flash and Reach, sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to play against the least. Yeah, that's actually probably worth running in our main deck.
Yeah, or Mystic Luxembourg, but I'd rather run this. Alright, I'm going to let Brad play around with setting the deck up. I'll be
Oh, is that all the picks?
we've got like one left. Alright, so we're going to run these 2 lands. And then I do not think we need to run the Battle Horns because we got very lucky with equipment.
Didn't you take the Darksteel?
We have 2 Volshock Morningstars and Ebola.
Sort them by conversion cost. I'm pretty sure you took the Darksteel thing, didn't you?
No, we took the Petron Ghost over that.
Oh, okay.
And I think we're going to just run the 2 black spells and a very, very small black splash for a piece of removal and a... because remember, -2 is very... Look how many creatures of ours have more than 2 toughness. It's Cathodian, the Den Guard, and 5 drops.
What's the Scavenger do again?
It gets us back an artifact creature.
Draw a card and put a charge. What does this thing do?
Let's just turn lands into cards. Put that in our sideboard.
What about tap all artifacts? Metal Fatigue.
You're trying to get damage in through it, but we have too many artifact creatures for it to be particularly great. Alright, so I like Scrounge here out of the sideboard, especially if our opponent only has a couple of powerful artifacts in their deck.
Okay. Sideboard. Just the 1/1 for 1.
Nah,
Are
we'll
you
take
going Harrow?
hollow. We're gonna
Harrow?
take hollow.
That's hollow? Hair. Oh, it is. I'm thinking of a different card apparently.
Put Inflame in our sideboard.
There's another hollow.
And then the Drooling Ogres are sideboard cards that you bring in against non-artifact decks. Because they get control of them whenever you play an artifact. So Brad's going to look around at this and look at some cuts and see which ways are looking good. And there is the chance that we just cut black completely and just run the Vault of Whispers and the Nim replica. Echoing Decay and Morak Scavenger are powerful, but there's no reason to delete the deck if we don't have the pick. So I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the 2 Morning Stars in the last pack. That really made a difference in the deck, considering how many of the Leonin guys we got and the Sky Hunters. So we've got the Sky Hunter, the Leonin, Dingard. I thought we had more than those. Alright, so let's take a look. We've got 28 cards. We need to get down to 23. So the fastest way is to cut a color. And then go from there. Alright. We got the 2 Morning Stars and the Leonin, so we don't need any other equipment. I thought we had grabbed more of the Sky Hunters and stuff, and the Leonin Dingards. Let's see. I don't know if we need 2 Transfixers, but that does set us up for second turn Morningstar and third turn attacking for 3. Let's see here. We've got a relatively low curve. Alright. Let's put any more things. Mega Mirror is pretty weak, but it is an artifact. But we're no longer playing the Nim Lashers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 artifacts. 11 artifacts total. Nim Lashers are going to be relatively powerful. Start the prize is a combat trick. Let's see. Oh, Shrapnel Blast, also a combat trick. $27 cards. Need to cut something. Alright, so 17 creatures, we can cut a creature. Titanium Golem is probably the weakest. But cutting black means we don't have to worry about those. Those are super powerful cards though. We need to make 3 cuts. The meter's not that powerful. Titanium Golem, not that powerful. And if we just cut black, we won't have to worry about any of this. Fine. Generate target artifact. Oh, so now we're too low on creatures though. I think the consistency we gain from not having to worry about the 2 black creatures is probably better. So, if I just cut these 2, then we have a pretty consistent red-white deck. However, they gain us a lot of power if we pull them out of the sideboard for matches that go longer. Alright, so we're at 13 creatures though, so I need to retool the deck to have a few more creatures. So that's just, it's probably not worth it. Usually having Daniel to bounce back and forth with is a lot of help for me. Alright, let's cut the talisman and one other card. Oh, we've got 2 lands in the deck. That's totally messing me up. Okay. Now, 23 cards is perfect for playing 17 lands. Alright. So, Daniel, I had 2 lands in the deck and it was really messing me up the whole time.
What do you mean?
Oh, because I cut down too many cards, obviously. Because I was thinking, oh, these are spells.
Oh, so
anyway.
Should I jump in and finish
Yeah,
up?
you should jump in and finish up. I think I've cut the correct things. I ended up cutting our 1-drop red creature because we don't have that many red cards. So we're probably not going to be able to consistently play them. I cut the Omega Mirror and I cut the Titanium Golem.
So wait, where is...
So I cut the Mirror, this guy, and the Golem.
These are the best 2 black cards we have. If we're running black, we're running these guys. They're better than the Nim Lashers.
Okay. The Nim Lashers give us a lot of power with this many artifacts, though.
Right, but they're just 1 toughness creatures, and they'll usually just get chump blocked. So if we're gonna run black, we'll run it for these guys. That said, not sure we want to run black. Maybe we just run the red cards you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, since the Nim Lashers aren't that good, let's just cut black. Now let's do it quickly.
We've got 3 minutes, so it's just enough time. All right.
All right, so we can probably drag in the
an artifact creature in this.
Yeah, we could probably bring in the Titanium Golem, the Omega Mirror,
Okay, we run
or the Shaman.
17. I just like the Shaman because it does 1 damage to each creature without flying, which for us, we do have 4 creatures that fit that, but some decks have many, many more. And we don't have to use that ability unless we want to.
So would it be a better sideboard card, or would it be good to have the main board to get them?
It's fine to have main board with the amount of Morning Stars and other stuff we have to go with it. Just being a 1-drop means a lot in this format. Alright, so this is more like a 4-drop. So we could either run Lean.
Vorak Battle, what's that?
We don't want to run more than 3 equipment. We have 3 equipment.
Alright.
This is a creature. Get up here with the creatures, bud. Oh my good gosh. There we go. Alright, so we've got...
I want to put lands in real quick.
We've got time. Let's get over some. Alright, so we can either go with the power of the Titanium Golem, which I like quite a bit with our equipment. By the way, being able to have a 5/5 first strike is awesome.
Yep, I think you're correct on that.
Alright, so we need 17 lands.
Yep.
And,
we just add the lands, we don't worry about placement. We only got a minute. 6 and 9, does that sound right?
So give us 7 red sources and 9 white sources, which seems fine.
Yeah, we might want to count real quick to make sure that's correct.
Yeah, actually. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then the activation of the Titanium Golem. And then 1, 2, 4, 5, 5 for the other one. So 8 and 5.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Nah, that's probably about correct.
And we've got 1 way to activate the black ability on Nim Replica. 2, No, just
two.
one.
We've got
just one. No, we got just the. land.
Just the land.
And we have just the talisman to activate the elf replica, which is fine. And I don't think there's anything we need. Nope.
So we might want to change the land count to be one more mountain, just because we have a lot of low drops that are mountains. But
really,
it's probably fine.
Really, it's just a Tog Striker and the Sure Strike.
Yeah.
We'll change it if we need to. And there's a chance that we might sideboard into black in a lot of games as well. So I'm feeling comfortable on both sides with that. But yeah, the deck looks pretty low to the ground. And Volshock Morningstar probably is... I would pick Bone Splinter over it. But like...
Well, you would never have that choice.
You would never have that choice. But I would run Bone Splinter over the Volshock Morningstar. But if I could run 3 Bone Splinters or 2 Bone Splinters and a Morningstar, I would run the first Morningstar. I would like to play first. I would like to keep.
Now, we have no white, but white is our main color, so we should be fine.
Yeah, and we have stuff to play. We have 2 cards to play.
Well, we don't get to play something on the first turn, which is sad because we have something.
Yeah, a little rough. But, I mean, as soon as we hit any white or any other creatures, we'll be in a spot to play lots of things. Yes.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
It's fine. Our opponent's not likely to put a clock on us quickly either.
Alright, this is the Shuffler. Welcome.
Alright, so I don't like playing this out early. If they have Artifact Tape, we are in a bad spot. But as long as we don't draw a white card, we'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean,
anything but a white card. We can play any card that's not just a pure white card.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, though.
All we need is a land or a white land, plains. There's tons of playable cards.
I think we forgot to shuffle. That was our problem.
Yeah. We forgot to use the shuffler. Okay, well that's terrifying. I think we passed the... Now, we can either play the Sky Hunter Club...
And equip it, right?
And it'll be a 3... It'll be a 5/5.
Which is not big enough. That's not big enough.
We could play and equip the Transfixer. And then they have to either kill it or we can attack for 3. And then if they kill it, it 10 taps the next turn and we can get another creature down.
Yeah,
or we can pass the turn.
Play the...
And see if they attack and
I don't
activate
think
the
they're that bad. Go ahead and play the creature and equip it. If they spend their turn tapping their... If they spend the turn tapping to kill it, then that's good for us, because then we play the Sky Hunter Club and equip it.
But then the next turn, if they give us time to equip it to something else, they can just... Well, they won't have enough
They won't have enough mana. So we'll get 1 turn to Stir the Pride or something. Who knows?
It's true, we could Stir the Pride. I mean, it doesn't... Oh, they're just going to wait. Okay.
Well, why wouldn't they wait? They can do it when we attack.
Well, we can't attack into that.
Yeah, I know. Why wouldn't they wait, is what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Do we want
We
to...
can actually attack into that.
How?
We have Stir the Pride.
Oh, yeah, sure, let's do that. Well, wait, they'll just activate it in response to Stir the Pride.
Yeah, so we can't attack into that. Now, should we play something in second main phase? Should we go ahead and play the Titanium Golem?
I was thinking about raising the alarm, and then... Well, it doesn't work unless we get a plains. Let's build our board out wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just passed then.
We play Titanium Golem in the second main phase.
Do we still... That doesn't leave enough mana to
He won't want to kill either one, though. Because he can kill either one by tapping.
Well, he'll kill at the end of our turn. He'll kill something.
This never untaps, then.
Oh, good point.
So our opponent can do whatever they want. They know they have the power to kill our stuff.
Right.
But if they do, we just crack back for whatever it is. So they're thinking about it. And they're going for it. I would kill the Titanium Golem.
Alright. So now they have to play a creature, basically. And they did. Well, that was a very strong play. Followed by nothing for them. Alright, so we start by attacking for 3. And then I think we want the Sky Hunter Club and equip it. Right?
Yeah, that works.
I mean, we can play the Sky Hunter Club. Well, we can play any one white mana spell. So the Sky Hunter Club and equip it is the most powerful thing.
Unless we raise the alarm to stir the pride next turn when he plays a creature and tries to equip it. Because then we'll have multiple bodies, and we'll hit him for...
Yes. How do we have 9 planes in our deck and we have 1? That is unlikely.
Okay, that's fine.
So it might make more sense to play the Sky Hunter Club now.
It does.
And go ahead and click.
Okay. Now we need a way to answer either the gauntlets or the goblin. And we have both, but we just need one.
We get...
Destroy target artifact. They didn't get anything from that. Okay, they destroyed artifact for 3.
Okay.
So we play the battle mage and attack. We attack first.
Yeah. The only having 1 white source is ridiculous.
Yeah, we got unlucky.
I mean, they haven't played a second creature, so they're unlucky too.
I would probably not... I guess I might have equipped. We had threatening creatures out. This will let us basically add extra toughness, and the really nice part to that is if we can get an equipment, we can sometimes keep some of our creatures alive.
And it also adds extra power. We can use it on the attack too.
But we're better just to attack through. It attacks for 2.
Counter target spell unless something?
Unless it's owner plays 2. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and attack with both. And if they block, then we will stir the pride.
And it won't be countered?
He doesn't have blue.
Oh, good point. Go for it.
Actually, if he blocks, I'm just going to play a raise the alarm. And pump this.
You're gonna... What now?
You'll see.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Play raise the alarm to untap it.
It's not worth it for him to untap it.
Well, so go ahead and raise the alarm at the end of turn.
We should raise the alarm.
Now and go ahead and tap? Okay, go for it.
No, it only adds 1 damage. I'd rather have the,
Combat trick?
yeah. And he knows we have it, which is fine.
What do you mean he knows we have it?
Because we waited on damage. But he's going to move it over here and have a 5/5 blocker.
Nope.
Oh, that's interesting. So he's been drawing creatures.
Slowly. Alright, so definitely raise the alarm at the end of turn.
Yeah, I'll raise the alarm if he attacks and kill that creature. He shouldn't attack.
You won't kill the creature. Oh, okay. You will kill the creature.
Yes, Leonine Battle Mage.
Well, you should go ahead and raise the alarm anyway because we're about to stir the pride, aren't we?
It's less good now, but we might.
So doesn't it make them 3/3 lifelinkers? How much is it to entwine?
It's 7.
We have 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we'll almost kill him if he doesn't block.
And we'll be so far ahead in life.
Yeah.
But he can move the stuff around, and every other turn he can kill one of our cards.
That's a really long game when we're not giving him much time.
Well,
we're 1 equipment away from just flying and killing.
4,
right?
4, 3, and 3. So 3 and 3 is 6. 4 and 4 is 8. That's 12. That's 13 damage. So he'll be at 1. Assuming he doesn't block.
Yeah.
Assuming he...
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I count 15 if he doesn't block.
1, 2, so it's 3, 6,
3,
Oh,
6,
oh,
9.
I miscounted. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So just 3 and then add 3 for each of them, then add 2. That's what I would do. Alright, so just turn them sideways.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to play around. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
6,
why this is such a good card. It's hard to play around.
Now we need another white source.
To entwine?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It doesn't matter. Lifelink doesn't matter.
No, lifelink doesn't matter. Just attack.
I am.
So he's probably seeing this coming though. Well.
Nope.
Wow. We really win this combat. Imagine how powerful our deck will be on a second one.
True power!
Yeah.
And
Feast your eyes on this fully operational battle station.
there were no good blocks from him. If he blocked a 1-1, we make it into 4-4. Leon
3-3.
Battle Mage.
We made it a 3-3, actually.
No. The Battle Mage taps to give target.
Oh, right. So the unblocked creature is what you actually want to.
Yeah, but if he blocked the Arcbound Bruiser on one of 1-1s, it would kill it.
So, and look, he's not going to have an artifact creature to put counters on.
No, and he won't have a creature to put Volshock Gauntlets on, which was his only real out.
Yeah.
You're just too slow.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't draw the right cards. We would have killed him even harder with another white mana.
It's true. We won with cards in hands. I don't know what they had in hand that they couldn't cast.
I don't want to see it either.
Unless they had another color. Like, Wizard Replica is worth running even without anything else. 3 for a 1/3 flying in the set is just fine.
That's pretty good, yeah. The modular guy's really good with basically any creature that's an artifact, so they are certainly thinking hard on this.
They made by raging.
Well, I mean, they are raging.
Yeah, so one of the things I would really... Okay, yes, I would like to use this ability.
And then go ahead and put it on the 1/1 that's unblocked. Yeah, that. Oh.
Yeah. Alright, opponent goes to 6. We got a 2 for 1. If they don't have another creature to come down this turn, we get to play 2 creatures, finally. Which means we get a +2/+2 because of Battle Mage. And we'll put that wherever we need to. Because we're going to play a card. Oh, no.
Consume Spirit on a creature. Followed by Terror on a creature.
Alright. So let's go ahead and play the Ghost.
Play the Ghost and the Elf Replica.
Or do we play the Guard? I think we play the Guard because it doesn't die to the longbow.
Okay.
Let's attack first.
People say you're not supposed to put more than 3 equipment in your deck, but every time I've played with only 3 equipment, I feel like we want more.
It's just because we're not getting them. On the rare hands that you get multiple equipment, they're very poor. Alright, so our opponent has to answer this stuff again.
And you left the mana up for the Destroy Target enchantment. Good job.
Yeah. Not that it matters, but...
It might not. It probably won't. But if it does,
we have access.
that's great.
We have plenty of red mana.
That's not an understatement.
They've got to kill 2 of our creatures or they die this turn.
Well, they did last turn, so
Oh, they're going to run out of cards eventually.
maybe.
They've essentially been down a card. Now, they did trade 1 for 1 with our card, but what?
Another Consume Spirit? Nice.
No, another terror.
No, okay. No. Whoa. That's right. Cast.
I think that's lethal. Next turn.
Next turn, yeah. Once again, they need to kill several creatures. Okay.
Alright, so they're red-black control. So I want ways to draw more cards.
We do have the 1 equipment, right? Or is it not an equipment? It's just an artifact?
It's just an artifact.
Okay.
Alright, so what do I want to take out? I want to take out Nim Replica. It has 1 toughness and it costs a lot of mana.
And they do have their own bowler, right? No, not bowler. They have the 1 damage.
Yeah.
I don't really like the shaman, but maybe it's good for this matchup.
Sacrificing 2 artifacts just to kill their spike shot is good too.
What now?
We can
The
sacrifice
shaman like lets you sack an artifact? I thought it sacked itself.
sacrifice an artifact, deals some
Okay.
damage. So you can sacrifice 2 artifacts.
Okay.
Could pull in a
So I don't think the Arcane Spyglass is really worth it. I think that's too slow. Because we're trying to be the aggressive deck, right?
it gets us a lot of card advantage.
Now, what about the Crown? The Crown is just, if you've burnt your whole hand, right? You get to draw extra cards?
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. If you wanted to draw, but, I mean, you don't necessarily need to draw extra cards.
Could bring in the Megamur after taking out the 1 toughness creature. I like that too.
That is pretty good.
If we had another black card to pull in, we could pull in the Echoing Decay and the Scavenger, because the Echoing Decay kills their guy.
Okay. What would we take out?
And we would probably...
We could take out the Shaman because it serves a similar role.
I would take out the Striker because it dies.
Well, with equipment, though, the Striker kills almost any of their stuff.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of removal.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. If they're using it on a Striker, they're not using it on our good stuff.
Well, no. They have the ability to do 1 damage, so it just kills our creature straight out. But we have to pull in black.
Equipment to fix that.
They can kill it in response. We can pull in black for more length, but
I think diluting our deck will make us run too slow.
So you just want to try to run under him and not worry about being more
just
resilient.
completely run under him. Take out our creatures that are obviously bad. The 3/1 for 3, or the 3/1 for 3.
We don't have any other cards with more toughness in white or red, or
we have the regenerate target creature for 6. I don't know if that's regenerate target artifact.
I don't want to play 6 drops.
And we have Harrow. Is Harrow good against him? Probably not.
Target spell.
Well, so that would actually stop his Consume Spirits. So. Just submit the deck. We don't have 10 seconds. It's not enough time.
I'll try 1.
Okay.
1 will be good.
Well,
because he had 2.
You took out a 1 mana card, a creature, though. That's not good for what I was trying to do, which is go under him.
Yeah, that's true.
So, that's why I said you should leave the hero out, because you'll make decisions like that.
The hollow out?
Hollow, whatever.
Yeah.
Hero is another spell.
It is. It is a green spell. Not in this set. And it gets us lands. So, I'd like to... I guess if we play a game 3 with him, we'll play a higher... We'll pull off a higher mana cost. I do think with 2 Consume Spirits, the first hollow is well worth it.
Maybe not take out a 1-drop, though.
No. Probably would rather take it. Because you can't hollow an ability, unfortunately. But hollowing one of his cards is a 1-for-1, but it saves our creature. And that makes a big difference.
Another complicated hand for them.
No, they still haven't decided if they're going to play or not.
Oh.
There we go. Alright, that looks good.
That is pretty good. A 1-drop, a 2-drop. 2 2-drops, actually.
Yeah, so we'll play the Transfixer into the Den Guard.
Hopefully into an equipment.
Hopefully. And if not, then we have the Omega. And if we draw any lands, then Icy Manipulator will help take things tap down.
And now we have both colors of mana.
Alright. It's a pretty good draw for them.
So they didn't show us blue or white last game. So that could have explained a lot.
Or it could just be there to attack. So next turn,
Next turn we can actually play both of those creatures.
I think I might just play the Mega Mirror and keep their Talisman of Progress tap down. Tapping my creature to tap their land seems pretty good.
Doing their upkeep every turn.
Until they do something impressive. Yeah. Now if we had another land, then we'll be in position to play an Icy Manipulator. And we can play a Mega Mirror next turn. And I want to hold back Cart Clan Shaman as well to see if we can bait out his card. And even though it trades a bunch of cards for one, the fact that the Shaman does so much damage means we'd be better off
So
there.
can you stack the ability? So you respond to the ability by doing it
Yeah,
again?
you hit control to hold priority, and you can just sacrifice 2 artifacts, which is what we would do. We would kill all of our creatures just to kill his one guy that kills any of our big creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to stop on their turn. Chittering rats.
What does that one do?
We put a card on top of our library. We miss a draw step, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to play the Megamar.
I
Yeah, we're going to tap down their stuff.
Okay.
Right, I don't have any attacks. And if they were going to play 5-drop, they can't now.
And if we draw another land, that would be great for Icy Manipulator.
Four mana. If we draw another... Oh, they consume Spirit it. That's fine.
For 1.
Yeah, they really wanted that,
Alright, so Icy Manipulator. Then we just start tapping down the creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing for us to do otherwise.
Yeah.
So, Icy Manipulator and Cart Clan Shaman next turn.
Yeah. We're not too worried if the Shaman just dies. It will be 1 point of damage, though.
Just dies from what? Let's go ahead and skip that block. Okay.
So we can tap the creature. Of course, then we're going to get hit by it.
Now we're going to do this. We're going to build our board out and do a Stir of the Pride. During his combat, we'll tap his 4-2. And we can sacrifice the ghost anytime to regenerate the Icy Manipulator. So I guess he's thinking if he has the ability to kill the Icy Manipulator, if he should. And he should.
Yeah, and we'll just respond by tapping this creature and attacking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because we're not blocking it.
No. If he kills the Icy Manipulator, we'll tap it down and then do that.
And if we draw a land next turn, we'll be able to stir the prod. And so, yeah, it'll be on.
We'll have +8/+8 across our creatures.
This person might be playing 2 games at once.
They might. They have a decent amount of length of time in between them. They've been playing their decks well, and they've picked up a lot of good removal. We didn't see black because they were the people taking the good black. And you might notice that all their good black cards, for the most part, come from Darksteel. So,
Very true.
Consume Spirit's one of the only cards they play from Mirrodin. And it looks like
so at this point, they are just not at the keyboard, I believe.
Okay, main phase. Not attacking.
Go ahead and don't forget to play the shaman.
Right, I'm doing second main phase.
Now, you can play the shaman, immediately sacrifice 2 artifacts, and basically wipe the board aside from our 1/3. I don't think that's worth it after you've played the ghost. But that would have been an option before.
I don't like that at all. We're way ahead.
Yeah.
And we have a huge board.
Alright, so now's the time you tap it.
He can attack with his 2/2, and he should. It's interesting.
Well, we just double block it with 2 things we don't care about. So do we want to go ahead? Well, we can't stir the pride, so
We'll attack for 1.
Well, we could actually. Oh, we can just do this later. Tap down his creature and then attack.
No, we want to tap down his 4/2 over and over.
Yeah, because it regenerates. All right, attack for 1.
Yeah, we're waiting for him.
And then we'll raise the alarm at the end of the turn and hopefully draw a land and stir the pride.
Yes. there's a couple of cards that blow us out, and if they play them, they play them.
Yeah.
We don't even lose the game from that. We just basically get a worse Stir the Pride. 4 of our creatures would die, so essentially 3 of our cards. But that's not too bad.
Well, if they have the 2-sided spell.
Alright, so for generation on that, they didn't have anything to do.
Alright. Still on the land, Stir the Pride. Don't forget to cast Raise the Honor with their end phase. Or, I don't think you have a stop on their end phase. Maybe you do.
I do.
So they can pay 1 life to make that bigger.
Yeah, pay 1 black, 1 life to make it +1/+1. It's a very good card.
Alright, land. Not a land.
Cathodian's fine.
Alright, so you can
Just tap their 4/2.
you can tap the 4/2, but on your next turn, you could sacrifice Cathodian to do 1 damage, respond to so you would get the Cathodian's ability before you would get the 1 damage.
Oh, I forgot to...
See, they must think we're planning something.
Yeah.
So just be sure you do it now. Be sure you do it now.
Yeah, they're in step. How I'm going to do it in response to this equip.
Man, that makes you seem like a pro.
Maybe I am.
What are they equipping? Oh, there we go. Chittering Rats, so... So next turn, bad.
Okay, so maybe the Cathodian plant is the time to do it.
So, you sacrifice a creature, but you hold priority. You get the mana from the Cathodian before the damage goes off. Then, you cast Stir the Pride.
Sacrifice the second one, kill his creatures,
So he'll regenerate the 1.
and then his Grimclaw Bat will be dead, and all my creatures except for Cathodian will be alive.
So he can't regenerate and plus, so that is a good play.
We'll have 7 mana, so we can do both of these things. That's a really good play.
Now, yes. Now, keep in mind that he can actually save the bat if he wants to.
He has to choose.
Hold control or whatever you have to do. Alright, so then you... No. You allow this to resolve. You have to have the Cathodian mana. So you'll have to click the Cathodian, I think, and say... past that... Yeah, okay. So now you cast Stir the Pride. And Entwine.
Okay, and then we hit OK.
So... Yes. You definitely let that go. But hold... Now, do you want to do the second damage by sacrificing the Icy Manipulator?
By sacrificing the Vault of Whispers.
Oh, yeah, that's way better. Why don't you...
And yes, I do.
Okay. So, sacrifice it, yeah. Alright, so now he has to respond to each of those points, and we can always throw the Icy Manipulator out too, because he can either regenerate this or power up this to live.
I'm not going to sacrifice the Icy Manipulator.
So he's regenerated.
She'll tap it.
And so now we attack for a whole lot. Somehow that flying creature doesn't die because it's flying. Okay.
We did damage with the Card Clan Shaman.
Yeah, it's flying. Alright.
No, like, he just gained us a bunch of life.
Huh? What?
He dealt damage, he has lifelink.
Oh!
I forgot about that in my calculation.
Snap! Man, I'm good at this game. Now we look like pros.
I know,
And
so
I
much
did not
life.
see that coming.
I forgot about that last trigger.
I forgot. Yeah, that's amazing. Let's pretend we knew.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Way too late for that, by the way. That was an excellent play. So he's just throwing a block out. Then we gain a bunch more life.
It's a triggered ability. It's not actual lifelink.
Huh? What?
It's not lifelink. It's triggered. Okay.
Every time he does damage against that much life, it's not called lifelink?
Yeah.
That would be, that would be the same thing in this case.
The big difference is it's a triggered ability, so...
So now something dies.
well, if they tap anything, they're in trouble.
Well, he'll have to do it in response to us tapping it, which we will do. So you probably want to tap using the red.
Yeah.
He'll kill a soldier. And we might as well just go ahead and swing with that soldier, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not worried about our life total.
No. No, at 47, we might be able to make it happen.
Alright, don't forget to play that guy.
Alright. So our opponent does not have a lot of time. There are many, many, many things we could have to kill them.
Oh, well, that was dumb.
No, that's fine.
Well, now we get to throw 2 points of damage their way. Okay, so this is death, just attack.
Yep.
And then shrapnel blast and kill them.
In case they have something else, we'd rather have the icy manipulator.
Yeah.
Alright, triple
And he
blast.
might have a consume spirit.
That's a sorcery.
Oh, never mind. That is a sorcery, yes. Chariot is the one that is instant.
Yeah. So, there we go. We finished the game at 47 life. Felt good.
Uh-huh.
Felt
Yep.
good.
Alright, well,
Really.
I just want to say...
Yeah.
You should say GG or something.
Alright.
That their response was really lol. So apparently they thought it was a cool play as well.
Yeah, I mean, we had it all. We had the perfect stir from the pride.
We really did have it all.
That was rough. That's the kind of game where you just can't come back.
Oh, I can't believe we forgot that we would gain all that life.
Well, I thought it was combat damage because that's usually what the old triggers are. But
I thought they had reworded that one to lifelink.
Well, lifelink would work with that.
Okay, I thought they had reworded that one, so they didn't do that. But
Well, Lux and Warhammer and that both have the old triggered abilities. So if you would die on combat damage, then you die on combat damage because that trigger goes on after damage is dealt.
old
So-
school sets, man.
Yeah, so it's worse than lifelink.
Combo.
Lifelink is a.
So I do like the red-white deck the best. Everybody's been saying that deck's the best.
It is when it comes together, and I mean, we don't have like the best version of it. We just have
No.
a couple good red cards and a couple good white cards, but that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, we passed.
there are 8 people.
We passed one powerful white card, and I think we passed it for another red card we ended up
What
picking.
did we?
We picked Spike Shot Goblin over the Leonine.
And I think that was worth it.
It was. Even
Yeah, I
though
wish we had picked another Leonin at some point.
we didn't see any other ones.
We didn't see any other ones.
Not that we made
Okay.
other significant picks over. And like we didn't get any red really passed to us for the most part.
We pretty much got it out of the first picks, right?
First few.
couple of picks.
Like we got coming in pack 2, we got an Atog and a Shrapnel Blast.
Mm-hmm.
But we're only running like 4 red cards, so
Yeah.
that's just the power of the cards. You can just lean on a couple of really powerful red cards and make it happen. I'm just surprised we got past those Morning Stars. Like
That's true. That's what really
It's
made
so
the deck,
much
in my
better than
opinion.
the
even
set.
though we hadn't seen but one of them.
and it got blown up after we attacked a couple times.
Really blown up. Yeah.
We have a lot of good artifacts. We have 2 Morning Stars, a Bola, an Icy Manipulator, and those are not creatures. Those are our non-creatures that have to be played or have to be destroyed.
Alright, so we have everything but red mana. This is keepable.
Yeah, I've got 1 drop. and
I
just a drop.
imagine we won't get a red mana the entire game because that's what happens.
Bad luck, Brad.
So I would actually hold the vault probably.
Yeah, we're going
You-
to.
Yeah, you don't need it.
We're going to play the Transfixer into the Den Guard into the Raise the Alarm.
Yeah, unless we draw a equipment,
Yeah.
which only the bola attaches for 3, right? Like
For
play
2.
1, attach 2.
It attaches for 1.
Oh, okay. So the bola would be the only better thing.
It's the best equipment for attacking early, but it's not the best equipment for... Well, it's a good attacking equipment, too.
Alright, be sure you actually place it. Okay. You always worry me when you wait till the second main phase.
You always worry me when you do what you're supposed to.
Well, no, you always worry me because you're bad at this.
Sometimes I misclick.
Yeah.
Don't blame my clicking. Oh, that's great. I can attack through that.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
So attack with both. We don't care.
Nope.
We're trading 2 for 2, but that's fine because when he attacks back, we'll block with Raise the Alarm.
Yeah, and he should attack. There's no reason to play around Raise the Alarm.
That's true. That's true. It is common, and it is a powerful common.
Right, but you can't play around Raise Alarms the whole game.
Nope.
You're missing
Well,
out.
I mean, if he doesn't attack, that's even better for us. So.
Yeah. I would... I don't know. I would rather him attack.
Search your library for 2 basic land cards.
Yeah, so he's up a card.
Alright.
But it's a land card.
What are the lands?
Forest.
2 forests. Okay.
He might be mono green. It looks like he has some white. Okay.
And throw one of those in front of it.
That would strike blocks.
Yeah, blocks.
Go, go, soldier, warrior.
I'll play along. Alright, as I predicted, no red mana. But we're okay.
We're not doing great, but...
No, I mean, we're putting pressure on him. He hasn't actually played very many spells, whereas we've played 3, so...
Well, the bad news is if his spells are all slower and stronger, then we're going to be in a rough spot if we don't
Yeah,
draw red.
we just need to draw a red and we'll be in business. Or an equipment and we'll be in business. But if we can get that Spike Shot Goblin down, we'll be doing pretty good.
Okay, so he got all of the colors of the mana just naturally. Okay, well, I'm also okay with just attacking for 3 every turn.
Forever.
I mean, they've
As
got to
it
play
will
something.
be ever.
And if it's an artifact, we'll tap it down.
That's true.
And if we ever hit red mana, we have a bunch of spells we can play.
Ooh. Weird.
I guess all their cards are giant, and we're just screwed.
Yeah, and now we're doing the opposite thing as we did last time. Drawing all white mana.
Alright, they could play their spider here, but I'm not going to play around their giant spider. If they got, they
I thought
don't.
the spider was actually 6 or 7.
Yeah, they have. Oh, they have 5 now.
Yeah. So next turn, expect to get spidered.
Don't care. They can block my guy. I'll get him 2 damage. Put him at 6. Oh, thanks, sweet Jesus.
Seriously. So I guess you just want to play the Atog?
Go to combat first.
Or the Spike Shot Goblin? I'm not sure. Spider.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, is it really happening? It is happening! Death!
They should kill the 1/3.
Yeah, so I guess you should play the Atog because it can fight that spider.
I could just play the spike shot and kill them in a few turns.
That's reasonable. I think the Atog will let you just fake attack. Like, attack, not pump.
For 1.
Attack for 1, not pump.
We have to sacrifice both of our artifacts to do that. Actually, I don't like that as much.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't make as much sense when we can't draw red, so... And if we draw an equipment here, we get really, really rewarded.
Yeah. If either equipment's the ones that let him tap down, lets us top down with our soldier.
And he can't attack with that creature, because he has to block.
He would die in 2 turns.
Yeah, so that's what we're both saying.
He's really lucky we did. Okay,
Okay, so he has another 6-drop then.
Sure.
Whatever.
He has another spider.
I hope it's another
good.
spider.
It's just like, what?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I wouldn't attack in that mana, actually. Alright, so they're just playing giant things, assuming we're going to be really slow.
So... Atog? Well, I mean, we might as well cast both, right?
No, we're going to save up a ping and we're going to kill him in 6 turns.
Oh, okay.
He can attack with the 5/6, and I'll chump here. But if he attacks with this one, I'll block and kill that.
Okay. Just be sure you use the red mana and spike shot first.
Yeah, I'll spike shot on there instead.
Well, if you're going to sack your artifact, though, you need to...
Yeah, I will before that, too.
Alright, I will be right back.
You seem to have this all locked down.
They're playing a lot of really big creatures. Alright. It's very threatening. Alright, so we can ping them again. We can attack with these 3. We'll get in for 1 with this. And that'll do 2. We can tap everything and take 5. If we do 2 and sacrifice these artifacts. So 2, let's see. We deal 2, they go to 3. We kill one of their creatures, they play a creature. Okay, that actually sounds good. So we go ahead and tap this. Tap this. Tap 1.
Alright, so we are spike shotting them down to 4. What's going on?
3. So that's a 2/2. Okay.
Why do you have all this mana floating?
Because of Cobblehorn Vorak.
What does it do?
Gives +1/+1 for each untapped permanent we control.
Oh, okay. Why are you attacking into them?
Because we're going to do 2 damage. They're going to die the next turn.
Oh, okay. Now, should you sack your artifacts
Oh well.
and just kill them? Oh, okay. You're actually only going to do 1 damage, right?
Yeah, they'll go to 3. And they'll have 2 creatures.
Okay.
Oh,
So now,
it's regenerate target green creature. I just thought it was regenerate that one.
well, it's a good thing they didn't let you sack both artifacts first, so now you don't have to sack anything.
Correct. Alright, so that was a rough play. I could have waited and killed the Copple Herboof too. It's a big mace play on my part. I thought that went down to 1 toughness. I didn't realize it was a 2/2 at base. If they attack, I'll make the same play though.
What's the same play?
Tap everything, attack with those guys. Except for this guy will remain untapped, and if he blocks my 1/1, then I'll shoot it and kill it. He actually should have killed my Goblin Striker.
Okay.
So if he just attacks with the 5/5,
5/6. But
5/6.
I just wish you could make the pictures bigger. Like, I don't know why everything's so small on the screen.
I can make this bigger.
Yeah, that helps so much.
It's as big as it gets. So we're in a rough spot. Our opponent just played a whole bunch of late spells, and we just didn't get the draw to punish him.
There's several outs that we have in our deck.
Equipment specifically.
Yeah, so we have what? 2 equipment, 1 shrapnel blast that would all just kill him. We might live long enough to just block enough times to kill him. Because it's only 2 more attacks we have to suffer through.
Yeah, we're dead next turn now.
Even if you chump block, chump block? Oh, well. I guess that happened.
I guess we can try this one.
There's Harrow.
They're not probably mainboarding that.
Hollow, not Harrow.
Yeah, Hollow's not really a mainboard.
Isn't there another one?
No, not that in mainboard.
No, there's none that would be mainboard, but normally. Alright, so giant creatures, we need to go smaller if we can? I don't think we can.
We could pull in Drilling Ord because we didn't see any artifacts. And it's just a 3/3 for 2.
So we didn't see him casting artifacts? We've got so many, though.
Doesn't matter. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you gain control of it.
Oh, okay. Now, the Nim Replica, is it worth playing? I think it is because it's 3/1.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't block for very much. Now, should we... Is there any other way that we can tap creatures that we're not already playing? I don't think there is.
No, we should cut a card. I kind of like the Talisman.
I think we should cut the Talisman, though.
I think about cutting a 5-drop. Just trying to get our cards out as quickly as possible.
So if we do end up racing, the 5-drop runs pretty good, but whatever.
The 5-drop attacks well?
So the 5-drop, since it has first strike, we could equip it and do stuff, but that's kind of a long shot, so good choice.
Yeah, I don't think that's... Now we have the Mega Mirror, but I don't really like that it doesn't have a lot of toughness, so let's go with this. This looks fine.
It seems fine.
Let's run it back.
Now our tap target artifact creatures are
They're
pretty
just
bad, but they're 1/1s.
They're 1/1s.
So we're keeping them.
It's fine with me.
So we've got...
A great hand.
Yeah, we've got Bola, followed by Talisman, followed by Sky Hunter, and Click, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sky Hunter, probably Sky Hunter Shaman, actually, would be best.
No, Sky Hunter Click is better. You're right. They probably don't have much creature removal in their colors. So, turn 2, I'm going to play the Talisman and equip. And then,
You're going to just... What? Okay.
Yeah, we're just going to rush out.
So we're going to play the Talisman and immediately pay 1 to play the Shaman.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to say. Alright, so they've got the 2/2 flying guy. We didn't see anything like that last time.
It's fine.
Alright, so at 4 mana...
We're just going to play and equip the Sky Hunter Cub with the Bola.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a 4/4 flying, and then we're going to put the Morning Star on the Shaman. And our opponent will be in a position where we have... Are they going to miss a land drop? Oh, okay. They did nothing. I'm going to wait to play the Morningstar. They might have...
What, you're going to wait to play the Sky Hunter Club?
They might have the... raise the alarm. Let's say we can just sacrifice the... Well, see, I don't really want to sacrifice either of these in response. Because that's so... I will get the 1 in. You know what?
Yeah, I mean, go for it. If they have the raise the alarm, they have the raise the alarm.
Well, we can sacrifice something to kill all 3 of our creatures.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not. I'd rather just let them have the raising alarm. Which they did not have. Alright, so we've got a 3/3 flying.
And next turn, if we click something else...
We will have a 3/3 on the ground and a 3/3 flying.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
That's probably the best play. Otherwise, the 1/1 is useless. Because
What is in their deck? Are they just running only expensive cards?
I think so.
That's insane.
Well, it worked for them one time.
They were just a little too slow.
Let's see. Doesn't matter what you what you tap to equip, but I would tap the colorless. What could they possibly have?
Nothing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
At the very worst, our stuff trades.
Alright, so they took it.
they're just going to die incredibly fast, even if they play slow creatures, because we'll be able to tap down one of their creatures with a bola and swing with a very large creature, whether it has flying. If they kill that, then we can have, you know, the Nim replica. There's just lots of stuff for us to get here.
So we can unattach the bola and not tap our creature, right?
No, you have to untap your creature to do that.
Oh,
They got a scimitar.
let me read bola real quick. Unattach.
Yeah, unattach the creature.
It just unattached. It doesn't tap your creature, right?
Tap your creature, unattach the bola.
Oh, tap. Okay. Equipped creature has tap.
Yeah.
And then tap. Okay. Alright, I imagine they're not blocking. Now, why didn't they double block? Double blocking would have killed something.
It would have killed our 3/3.
Yeah.
You're trading a 1/1 for a 2/3 or for a 2/4.
They're losing so poorly, though.
Yeah, they don't really have better choices. I do agree with you there.
I mean, if I was losing this bad, I'd be blocking, even though blocking is a bad idea.
Actually, next turn we're just going to go bola. So here's the power of the bola. Next turn we're going to move it to the Nim replica, tap down something. Move it to the Elf replica, move it to the Elf replica, tap down something. Move it to the Cart Clan, tap down something. Put the Morning Star on this guy or something else. Yeah, we just won.
Yeah.
Like, we can tap down 3 of their creatures and have the mana to put the Morning Star wherever we want.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They have no way to...
And we have the mana to go ahead and probably go ahead and put the bolus somewhere so it's set up for next turn. Of course, everything...
And even though our draws aren't great here, okay, Ice and Manipulators are a pretty good draw.
Yeah.
And Goblin Striker's fine, but, like, we don't need
Goblin Striker's really good with equipment, which we had.
And it's fine with the bola. Well, we were going to draw the nuts, but if we didn't, like, just having the bola out means so much. If we draw Raise the Alarm, it becomes tap 2 for 2. You pay 2 every turn, you tap 2 things.
All right, so we have paid for this draft. That puts our record at positive, I think.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
So,
Dude, terrible move. Negative, Boyle. What move do you think was terrible? Other than winning. What move? Do you think that the opponent conceding early was terrible, or do you think one of the plays we made was terrible?
that could have been a long time ago. We hadn't looked at that in a while.
No, they just posted.
Okay, I missed that.
I don't think there are any significant sweepers in those colors either. Black is the only one, and that's a 1 toughness sweeper. I mean, they're rare sweepers, but I'm not one to...
the uncommon sack-2 creatures, but we were fine with that.
They were in black. They were in Naya. Like, I can't think of any cards in Naya that make a difference.
I agree that conceding early was bad. Why is Sundering Titan worth money? Is it in Modern?
I know Sundering Titan...
I thought it was banned in Modern. Maybe it's not.
I don't know where it's at. I wish that NTGO Goldfish showed the decks that was popular in.
No, it just shows right now on eBay.
Well, recent decks using Sundering Titan.
Oh!
It's used in workshops.
Vintage. Oh, it is in Modern. Okay, it's in Mono Blue Tron. I thought it was in Mono Blue Tron.
It's
just
only
not many
$2,
people
right?
play Mono Blue Tron. Yeah,
Oh.
actually, online and paper, it's worth $6-7.
Oh,
so.
wow. Okay.
So it's one of the cards we would take. So.
Well, Sundering Titan can be playable. So the thing I really didn't like about their
Tron,
deck...
it's great.
Like, they obviously won their first match because their opponent's deck was slow, or probably because their opponent's deck was just
Now, they
slow.
could have had a reasonable amount of low drops and just not seen them, but if you look at what we saw last time, they had to have a lot of high drops, so maybe they didn't have a very good curve. Maybe it was a slope and then a slope.
Well, the fact of the matter is you shouldn't be keeping hands without good curves.
Yeah, you should. Well, you should be building decks without a good curve in this format.
Yeah.
I mean, if you draft poorly, you draft poorly. We've done it before.
But think about how much more aggressively some other decks have come out than ours. Like, we didn't have an aggressive start, but some of the other decks...
Oh, yeah. We've been crushed by much more aggressive decks than ours.
Right, and, we've been drafting these a little bit faster or a little bit slower, but I don't think that that's... Oh, here our match has started.
Yeah.
That's it. We have won all the die rolls today.
Well, that's good.
I'll keep it.
It's not great, but it's okay. If we don't draw a white mana pretty soon, I'm going to be pretty sad.
On the other hand, we have turn 2 Goblin Striker into Morningstar.
And with a backup Shrapnel Blast off our Vault of Whispers, it's not great, but I'll keep it as opposed to going down a card.
We can cast our entire hand except for 2 cards.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're all good cards.
that's better than a mulligan. However, there are 9 white men in our deck, and we have not drawn them before, and that's annoying.
How long do you spend drafting them? Negative Boil? What do you mean exactly how long? How long have we been drafting? I've been drafting since Ravnica, several, 2005.
Yeah.
How long does a draft take? The draft port takes about 15 to 20 minutes. The entire experience takes maybe 2.5 hours.
If you win, because this is single elimination. This is one of the flashback drafts, so one loss you're out. Every win is more free plays, basically.
Yeah. We are in round 3, so I expect my opponent to be good.
And we'll post this entire thing on YouTube with the same name later, so that if you just tune it in, you can see it from the beginning.
2.5 hours. When do we eat? We eat magic. We absorb the mana into our bodies.
That would be a lot easier. No, as soon as we finish streaming, as soon as this match is over, I'm going to go eat.
I ate at like an hour before we started streaming.
Oh, I ate at like lunchtime, so we're about getting to my limit.
So we're waiting for our opponent here. Okay.
It took a while.
They were probably just AFK. Okay. Alright, and we're going to go turn 2 Goblin Striker into...
Hopefully Plains Goblin Striker.
That would be ideal. Actually, if we hit the Plains, I might just play the Petron Ghost. Because once it resolves, it lets us get the Volshark Morningstar down.
That is a better play, probably.
And I feel like a 3/3 Flyer is better than a 3/3 First Striker.
You can just F6 their turn. You have to be careful doing that, though. Because had you hit it like half second later, you'd have F6 their turn.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't F6 on their turn.
Just at the beginning of their turn.
Oh, there we go. That wasn't too late. So we can play the Morningstar and the 1-drop?
Yeah. But we're going to go to combat first.
Now, we probably want to play the Morningstar first. Because, is there a counterspell
I don't...
that makes us pay 1 more? I don't think there is, actually.
Yeah, there is, actually.
Okay, so we do want to play the Morningstar first. I thought I remembered that correctly.
Oh, no, it's in the next set, because it's Scries.
Oh, it's in the next set? Oh, okay.
Okay, they have no null.
Oh, so they did have an annul. There was no reason to play around annul, so...
Yeah, there's not much we can do about that. And the good news is we do have another solid artifact. I would prefer to have the Morningstar, but Icy Manipulator can be much more problematic depending on the deck.
Yep. So do we want to play our own replica, or do we want to?
We won't play on replica.
Well, so the other idea is to cancel that and then
play the Petron Ghost.
Well, so
just tell me the play.
So just Shrapnel Blast their replica.
I don't have artifacts to make that matter.
Oh yeah, all you have is the land, but
yeah, if they want a Goblin replica, my Vault of Whispers, that's fine. Before I play the Icy Manipulator, there will not be a Goblin replica. You are correct, but they also need red.
Yeah.
How would you recommend I use Morningstar in a slow game? So the thing about Morningstar is that it only costs 2 to move and equip. So if you have an evasive threat or a threat that can get through a little bit, whenever you cast an artifact, draw a spell. Okay.
That guy.
That guy is gonna die.
So you're gonna kill that right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna Shrapnel Blast the Volshock and play Petron Ghost.
Alright, so you're gonna throw our probably Vault of Whispers? Now we don't have anything that's double red, so
yeah, we're gonna get rid of the mountain. I could get rid of the elf replica, but I'd rather get rid of the mountain.
Well, so we can swing the elf replica right now.
Yeah. And
we should. Because we're trying to beat them before they get to their high end, I imagine.
Yeah, so the Morningstar you can just keep moving. Oh, that's nice of them.
Now, the only problem with this is the Icy Manipulator we could have tapped down.
We'll draw lands.
We will eventually, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd rather have something we can play or another land right now.
Well, if they don't play a creature, we can attack for 3. If they play a creature, we can probably attack for 1. If they play an artifact creature, we can attack for 2.
Yep.
So the Morningstar can be used to just repeatedly move it from your attacker to another blocker and buy you a lot of time in between.
Fear. Alright, so... ooh.
Okay.
Alright, so we can tap an artifact and then attack for 2?
We attack for 1 and then play Cathodian.
That's a better play.
This format's really about adding up little damage.
It really is, and I guess a lot of older formats were like that.
Yeah, the creatures are a lot worse than a lot of older formats.
Yeah, whereas in the newer format, we've had Battlecruiser style where you just attach everything to one creature and get there, and you always play...
Oh, they drew the card! I'm so happy. I was going to be so sad if they missed discard. I would actually think that discard is a relevant play because we've missed a land drop.
They're pretty far behind now. On the board. Where's that guy?
Discard an artifact card, return it to your hand. It's a 2/1 flyer for 3.
That's pretty neat. Alright, so Morningstar on the haste guy. Take 2 turns, but...
Sure. We can attack with the Petron and our 3/3.
You should attack with the Petron and the 3/3. Because then you'll have board dominant. Well, so not attacking with a 3/3 means they'll never be able to trade with it and you make it a 5/5. I like attacking with it because I don't think they'll block. Because they'll just attack back, probably. No, they will block. They will block. Wow.
That's fine.
Do they have another annul?
Probably not. They probably just don't want to lose.
You know what? We should have tapped an artifact, right?
No.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to tap their Goldner and put on Goblin Striker and hit for a bunch next turn.
Probably should have tapped their Goldberry during their upkeep, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they didn't do anything, so... Tap it at the end of the turn, though. You might as well do that. Just leaves them nothing.
Now, do we want to play the Manipulator? I think we just want to get the damage in.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to get the damage in. There's not many flash things they could play, right?
No, I'm going to leave the Transfixer back because it means that they can't...
Have white?
I can, tap during the upkeep.
Alright, you might as well do that. And we might draw another land next turn. And even if we don't, we're fine.
Yeah, and that keeps them off of bigger drops.
If it happens to be a white drop, yeah. They seem to be drawing very poorly against us. Alright, so... There's no reason to play the Acid Manipulator, just attack.
Okay, well, let's just do that.
Attack with the... attack with both. You can just play the Acid Manipulator and tap the thing down during there.
Oh, good point.
Oh, actually, play the Acid Manipulator because if they go to block, or like if they flash something in...
It's too late.
Oh, okay.
We already went to combat.
Too late. Alright, so next time, we would play the Acid Manipulator, so if they do flash something in, we just tap it down.
Yeah, and there are flash cards in blue.
Yeah, so... yeah. Leave doesn't matter up.
Nope. Alright, I'm going to let them have the white mana because I'd rather tap down a bigger threat that might not be an artifact creature. If they play a non-artifact creature, I can tap with Icy Manipulator, and I can tap the creature down. I won't have to tap the creature down with the Transfixer, but I could.
They haven't used it so far, the one chance they've had.
Gosh,
so.
they have just been drawing land after land. You gotta feel for the guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've done that before, so... maybe we've just been getting lucky this entire draft. No point in playing that.
Back. We can combat.
No point in holding anything back, just swing.
Yep.
You might as well tap it during their upkeep.
No, they're less likely to need the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th mana than they are to play a significant creature. That's my thought.
That's a pretty decent thought. We get another chance to tap, though. So.
And if they do play...
there's not many things for one white that matter.
Yeah, it's the white mana itself. And I feel like that they might not... They're probably not even running white. In a 3 color
There's a good
base,
chance they're not.
They're just probably running...
probably Grixis.
Yeah. I think it's kind of greedy to be so many colors, especially with double blue. I'm very happy we got rid of that Archmage. It's definitely the right play. Because they would have drawn 3 more cards.
Yep.
Is it whenever you play or whenever you...
It's whenever you play. You don't have to successfully cast.
It's whenever you cast. Right,
Ooh, they have a Spike Strike Goblin. That's pretty good.
It's too little, too late.
It is. Oh, they did use the mana. But then you tap both of those down, right?
No, I'll give them the option to block with the Spike Shot Goblin should they want. They don't want to.
Well, we get one more damage through the other way.
Right, but they don't die. And we don't
Does
have
it
to tap.
change the clock, I suppose?
And here's the big thing. I'm going to tap down these two creatures next turn. I'm going to put him in a position that if he's going to tap my stuff down, he's going to tap my good stuff down.
That's true.
Or he's going to have to spin actual stuff. Alright, so during my upkeep...
During his upkeep.
Actually, we'll wait. We'll wait until he tries to shoot. And I'll tap his 2/3
And then,
in response.
And then Icy Manipulator, whatever new thing he casts.
And if he doesn't cast anything new, I'll Icy Manipulator the Gold Mirror. And the little goblin that could poked him to death.
Uh-huh. I like this little goblin.
And he swings through anything, technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7. Yeah.
So he's drawn what? A crazy amount of land. Like more than I'm having trouble counting that many.
He's drawn 9, and we've drawn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've only drawn 3 more lands, which is a big deal.
And he might have one in his hand, but we have one in our hand, so. And then go ahead and tap. I like how you're giving him the option to shoot that one guy.
I don't care. He'll die if he shoots.
Well, so you actually need to tap it.
Tap what?
So, good point. All right, attack. I like that he's making us kill him.
Protection
Wow,
from artifacts.
it still dies though in combat.
Yeah. We just can't tap it.
So we have 2 planes, so that costs 4. So I would probably leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Morningstar on this.
Yeah, I'd probably leave some red up or something, or red and white. Red and white represents more combat tricks.
Alright. That's their turn. At the end of their turn, I'll tap their Cobalt Golem. Right?
I mean,
Now, I'm going to tap their Mirror.
no. I mean, I would tap their Cobalt Golem.
Why? I'd rather trade with
Oh,
their
you'd
creatures.
rather.
If
Yeah,
they're going to jump block, they're going to jump block with good creatures.
that's a good point.
Actually, I have an even better idea than that.
So now they just die.
Now they're both lethal. If they have a flash creature, they can flash it in,
And
and they lose their Goblin Spike Shot.
yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Valiant
that was
effort.
yeah.
I mean, they tried, they just didn't have stuff.
I mean, I don't know anything we need to change because we didn't see very many other cards.
No, I was happy with everything. I like the Titanium Golem. Lots of their cups that.
No, they had a pretty reasonable amount of artifacts, but we don't have anything to punish them for playing artifacts.
No, the only things I would consider bringing in would be possibly Echoing Decay just to kill their important creature, but I'd rather not. The only
I don't
removal
want
we
to
have,
our mana.
yeah, the only removal we have is the Shrapnel Blast
And the Shaman.
and the Shaman.
Basically it. And then, of course, if you were tuning in earlier, you saw us Shaman respond to it with Stir the Pride and then gain a crazy amount of life.
Yeah,
That would be a beautiful way to win.
The 47.
So, yeah, we won with 47. Oh,
Yep.
well,
I've got a creature and I've got an elf replica. I've got a Morningstar and an elf replica.
Yeah, all we need is planes on the first 3 turns.
Any lands will
Possibly
put
the
us
yeah.
far ahead. There we go.
Yeah, if we don't get a land, then we'll
True.
feel like they did.
If we don't draw any lands at all, we'll be in trouble. But
Yeah. Alright, we just need a planes on this next turn and we'll be in business. They drew a card.
it's fine.
Well, they're trying to race us. I mean, they're trying to get to stabilizing. Oh. not terrible.
Nope.
Alright, we do need a planes this next turn, though.
If not, we'll just play the Morningstar.
And equip it next turn.
I mean, slow and steady. Alright, so I want to play Replica next. Now, do we play the Morningstar and open it up to the Replica?
That is a weird play.
Or do we just think we need stuff out? Because we can play next turn probably the Elf Replica. I think we wait one turn, play the Elf Replica, let him kill our Elf Replica, then play our Morningstar, and then have a Morningstar.
I don't know that he'll play... Well, he'll probably trade with it.
If he doesn't, the next thing he'll play is Cathodian. I'd rather have the Morningstar with any of these cards.
Not drawing a land on the third turn. That's pretty rough.
In 3 turns, it's rough, yeah. And next turn I will play the Morningstar. I'm not going to discard a card.
Now, he didn't draw a land either. Oh, okay. So he did play a land.
There we go.
Wow, okay. So, you'd rather play the Replica than the Cub?
I'd rather trade.
I think you're correct.
It also means that he might not attack because the Tog can sacrifice a block.
You should have attacked for 1.
No, I'm going to keep up 2 blockers.
Oh, okay. Why are you keeping up 2 blockers?
Well, now I don't have to worry about Needlebug.
True.
Next turn I can play Cathodian. And if I want, I can use Cathodian as a 6 mana source.
True.
To attack for more damage as well. So he wants me to block and trade my Elf Replica.
No, you can't even block it. He wants you to block and eat your Elf Replica.
Yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to trade my Elf Replica for the Needlebug.
Seems reasonable. You're about to play another artifact, so whatever. Now, you have to sack it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Our deck's not firing on all cylinders this game, and his is.
If we had another planes, we can play our Cathodian, and then next turn, if we want, we can play Razor Golem. We can also just not do anything, and then raise the alarm and trade raise the alarm for Goblin Replica.
Yeah, we should do that. Alright, so now we can play...
Now we can play the Petron Ghost.
Well,
but he'll just shoot that.
He'll shoot it, yeah. So...
Alright, so we can either play Raise the Alarm.
Well, so he'll be able to possibly shoot.
We can play Razor Golem. Let's play Razor Golem.
Yeah, let's play Razor Golem. That's the biggest, baddest thing around. No point in attacking.
And if he Goblin Replicas to kill it, then we're set up a position where we can start using
the Voltron Morningstar.
Yeah, on the Sky Hunter Cup, and it becomes a 5/5 flyer.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll draw 1 more land.
He should pre-combat destroy the Razor Golem. Because it's really bad if he attacks otherwise.
Well, so it can't be blocked because we control an artifact.
I can sacrifice the Razor Golem and kill it. And I will.
He's thinking about it.
I don't mind trading my 4 mana card for his 3 mana card that is unblockable.
Yep. The Tog is really keeping us in there.
Yeah. It's killed 2 creatures I think need killing. Hard to interact with creatures.
Yep. For
essentially a 3/4 vigilance, which is good, and a 2/2.
Oh man.
We just don't have the artifacts to use that well.
So you can play Cathodian, leave a red up, play the Shaman.
But then he'll just equip and
oh, no, okay. Don't play the Shaman, but I think you should play.
I'm not going to play anything. I'm going to use Raise the Alarm.
Okay.
And just make it look like I ran out of creatures.
Well, so the Cathodian makes sense because it can trade for his affinity for swamps thing.
Yeah.
But we've got enough life, we can wait.
I'm going to try something a little greedy just because it's so good to get rid of that Goblin Replica.
I don't think he'll attack with it.
I would.
Oh, okay. Well, you did it.
It also means that Mirrodin Longbow doesn't get a whole bunch of value out of our stuff.
Alright, so next turn, if we draw a land, we can play the Skyhunter Club and the Morning Star and just not use either one.
Yep, and if we don't, then we can play Cathodian and Karklan Shaman. And if he wants to equip and shoot our stuff, that's fine. I would equip now, unless he has something better to play. Oh, he's getting back the replica!
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So we're going to play the Cathodian out and let him kill that. We could play... Yeah, I'm going to play and equip the Skyhunter Cub, and he'll play that.
You can't
and then
play and equip it, but you can play and play the
I've got
Morning Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, so play the Skyhunter Club and the Morning Star, because he
Or
can't
I
sacrifice the Elf Replica in the same turn, so you'll get in for 5.
Or I could play the Morning Star
You'll
and the
get in.
Cathodian.
There you will. No, play the Cub and the...
Well, then I can block. I can't block
Actually,
anything this
play
way.
the Club and the Ghost. And then the Ghost will give protection to the Morning Star next turn when you play and equip it.
The Longbow will kill the Ghost. We're going to play the
Then he won't be playing the other thing. Play the Cub and the Morning Star. I think that's the best play, because next turn you just get in for 5.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting us for 5. We're at less life. We need to play the Cathodian so he doesn't just keep beating us down.
Go for it. Do you also going to play the
Morning Star.
Morning Star? Okay.
And then I'm going to play the Ghost next turn.
Oh, wow.
Hold
And
on.
another null. A null. Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Alright, now that's rough, because we're going to take 5 this turn. Next turn we're going to play the Cub and the Ghost. And we're going to equip the Ghost. Because then he can't use the Longbow to kill anything.
Ooh.
What?
Do you hit us for 1?
Oh, he's going to Longbow move Longbow. That's fine.
Well, you didn't want to keep the Morning Star?
I didn't want to sacrifice the Morning Star with the talk now.
Okay. Alright, so each of his cards has 2 toughness. So, theoretically, you could play just... Oh, well, you'd have to have another artifact, but you could play the Shaman and kill both his creatures, if we had another artifact.
This is 3 toughness.
Okay. Alright, we'll just play the Cub and equip it. That's our best bet.
I don't think it is.
What else could we have done?
The Ghost, but then he shoots. Then we keep the Volshock Morning Star. But when he
No, he doesn't have enough mana to play and use the
he will the flying
Elf
turn.
Replica.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does? Wow. Well, that's dead.
Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to play the Ghost.
Well, he'd have just shot the Ghost and then...
The Ghost would be a 3/3
Oh, you wanted to just play the Ghost
and equip it.
and equip it. Huh, that would have been a better play.
Yeah,
We're probably losing this one. Maybe we can pick up the next one. Alright, we can't play that.
we're just gonna play all of our creatures now.
They'll both just die, probably.
It's fine.
You're going to attack for 2? Might as well. You're not blocking with it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm gonna try to stir the pride. I'm gonna try to steal this.
Yeah.
I mean, because if I'm them, I attack for 5. I don't shoot things.
It's a good point.
Stir the Pride is one of the only cards that'll catch them up from combat.
But the problem is we don't have enough mana to lifelink it, so we're probably still losing. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
Oh, he's going for the kills. He's going for the slow win.
I mean, that...
I don't think that's the better play.
It's probably not the better play.
Stir the Pride is one of the only ways that we can get there. There's a lot of very powerful cards in this set. No, he doesn't have a thing to play. Ooh.
No.
Oh, we don't have an artifact for that.
Nope.
Let's go ahead and go to combat.
Might as well attack with both of those, right?
Well, we could stir the Pride defensively. but it doesn't do a lot.
I mean, you can just pass.
Stir the Pride might be the kind of card where it's worth not showing them.
Yeah, it might be.
That said, how much damage is this? 8. It's 3.
Not even close.
7. I'll put 11. Then we just need 5 more.
Yeah, it's not even close. We're almost going to die on the next swing. We're going to be at 5. Are you're going to try it? You're going to try to go for it?
If we get just a little bit more
But
damage.
all he has to do is block. I mean, like...
He can't block. It's pass blocks. But yeah.
I mean, we still have to do 6 more damage to him.
Yeah.
With nothing on the board.
If we can play an equip, well, if we get a Bola, that adds quite a bit. But yeah, we're probably just dead.
He's taking his time.
He's just clearing our board over and over.
It's a good play. I don't think it was worth showing him to Stir the Pride. Man. He is rocking this affinity for colors.
Oh, there's no reason to play that.
Nope.
So let's go ahead and F6. And F6. He got a lot of value out of his cards.
Alright. We can still do it next game.
No, we should just go ahead and concede we're dead. Alright. Is this the last game?
This is the last match of the last game.
Okay.
And I don't think we have anything to pull in.
We could
We can put in Steel Wall.
Yeah, and I kind of like Steel Wall. With him having this many pingers, I think I'm going to pull out...
Well, so those are actually good.
I don't know. I don't know what to pull out. All my cards are pretty good. None of the cards are... Steel Wall is not better than any of these other cards. Omega Mirror is not better than any of these other cards.
Well, so Titanium Golem actually gains a lot of value in this one because it can first strike.
Yeah.
Now, Nim Replica, he had a lot of 1 attack, didn't he? Did he have a lot of 1 attack?
Yeah, he did. So maybe we bring in the Omega Mirror because it has 1 more toughness.
Or we could put in the Steel Wall and just block his 3/2s.
He'll kill us with something else eventually.
Okay, so...
The problem wasn't we didn't have enough defensive power. The problem is we didn't have cards.
Well, yeah, and he had so many artifact destruction spells. I mean,
Play.
do we want to try putting in the Scavenger?
No.
I don't
we
think
just
that's
wanna kill
for
him.
us. Yeah.
He has too much value, but we'd like to play first.
It's
a keep.
That's pretty good, yeah.
We have a turn 1
yep.
play.
Turn 1 play, turn 3 play. We might have a Morning Star. If we draw it, that'd be awesome. Because if we could get that going pretty early, we'd probably get
We just
it.
need to get underneath him.
Yeah.
Cathodian helps a lot.
Yep. Alright, keep in mind he does have the Flash guy that's a 2/2, right? So when he gets to 3, is it? He'll be able to play that?
The Flash guy?
Yeah, it's Flash protection from artifacts.
For 4.
For 4
It's a 2/2 for 4.
For 4 mana, okay.
That's not a problem.
Alright, so we want to drop the Cub.
No, the Cathodian.
No. Cub because we have the Bola.
We can just play an Equip Cup next turn. Well, you're
He's
right.
probably got an annul.
You're right.
We would rather have the Bola annulled than we would the Cathodian.
I don't know if that's true.
I think it is. We've got more equipment that are better.
But I think the Null just not being able to be played is a much more valid point. Because he played 2 Annuls, didn't he?
It's 1 or 2. Oh, Spike Shot. That's not good.
It's fine. Now we can play Cathodian and the Bola, but then we don't have a board and we trade 4 for 1, and I don't like
Well,
that.
we do need to play... Okay, so...
So we play
Okay,
the
so...
Cathodian, or do we play and equip the Sky Hunter?
Alright, so that's 1 more damage to play and equip the Sky Hunter. But it's more damage the next turn to play the Cathodian, so we should play the Cathodian.
Play the Cathodian, play the Bola.
Yeah. Play the Cathodian, play the Bola.
Let's go ahead and play them both and then attack. and then I'll attack with both.
Why are you attacking with both?
He's not blocking. I'll try to
she'll just
follow Whispers for Spike Shot Goblin.
That's a good point. Oh, you can't trade though. Your damage would kill it.
Oh right, damage isn't stacking. I'm so used to the old version of this. That's fine.
Well, I was gonna die anyway. It's just now I get to ping us instead.
Yeah, that actually was a really bad play.
Yeah.
All right, misplays.
Well, that might be the difference.
Might.
So from now on, we can attack freely for 3 in the air and 3 on the ground unless he plays something. And next turn we can play 1, 2, 3.
We can't play Razor Golem. We can play or equip.
If we draw a plains, can't we?
If we draw plains, we can.
Because it'll only cost 4 then. So there's a good chance he's playing to destroy an artifact guy this turn.
He only had 1.
Oh, he probably only did have 1.
He has to pay 4 for it.
Yeah.
You got to use it twice. And I mean, what is he going to destroy? Cathodian looks like the best option, maybe. Actually, I would destroy the Bola. The Bola's a lot harder to deal with.
Once we start getting creatures down.
And then we get to choose when he spike shots. Like, we can make him spike shot at the end of his turn and play creatures and equip them with equipment matter stuff.
Yep.
We can put him on a rough spot.
He's definitely thinking. That's a good play. Alright, plains.
Yeah, we can attack with both. I'm fine trading the crows for him.
Yeah, we should trade. And he probably thinks the same thing, actually. It seemed like he was playing a lot of creatures. So, alright, so play that Razor Golem.
Alright, so we are the beat down here. We're in a good position to win, but if he plays a lot more spells, we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, we really need just some sort of equipment or some good creature. If we can get our creature with First Strike.
He's a little bit tight on mana.
Oh, well, so that can actually trade with the Sky Hunter now.
How?
Spike Shot plus that guy can jump. Not right now.
Yeah,
but next turn. Those two cannot trade for the affinity for Plains guy, though. Unless he's got something I don't know about.
I'm fine trading the spike shot for. It's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that trade.
Oh, okay.
They just knew that they were going to die if they didn't. The fact that we got spike shot Goblin off the board means
that's
a lot.
really important.
Now, one cool thing about Bola with the Golem is since it has Vigilance, you can equip it to it and use those 2 cards together pretty well. Alright, they're going to try to get the cards they need to catch up.
Wow.
They're just running as many artifacts as possible.
Yep. That's a very good deck.
They know they can't block.
And if we keep drawing whiffs like this, they're going to get us.
Maybe. They have to get an answer. And there's not that many answers to a 3/3.
Well, they've got the Scry now, so...
Yeah, and the scribe will help, and drawing multiple cards, or chaining cards together will help, and all that stuff. But there's not that much removal. Yes, these are getting Darksteel.
Chromatic Spell. Oh, they're getting the Golem?
They can only get an artifact creature.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Now they're building a board, they're just not going to race us.
Oh, wow.
Now they're certainly not going to race us.
That's true. Alright, as long as we don't misclick, I think we're alright. So, you probably need to tap down there.
Cobalt Golem.
No, the Dross Golem, it's 3/2.
This can block our guy.
Okay.
For them, the problem is no longer...
It's being able to block.
It's having enough time to play their spells. They're going to beat us on spells. They should attack with the Scavenger.
They should attack with everything that has power and toughness.
Maybe they're worried about haste creatures. A haste
We do have one.
But I would just block the Archmage.
What does that do? Unblockable. Okay, we don't care.
Just attack.
Yeah. Put him at 1. Oh, man.
Okay.
That's not good. Alright, tap this guy before they block.
Oh.
Ah, you click through it.
I thought I had. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a bad click.
That was a bad click. We might lose because of that one. So they built a pretty good deck. I gotta admit. Their deck is a machine.
Yeah, our deck's just here trying to beat people to death.
And it worked. It worked 2 games in a row. Or 2 matches in a row.
That Skyhammer might be the difference. It's a big...
Now, we could still draw the spell and kill them.
We can draw a lot of spells.
What kills them? I know Shrapnel Blast kills them. Unless they have counterspell.
Creatures. Just getting out creatures. Our creatures are all better than theirs. Whittling down their creatures because every single one of our cards has to be blocked. And this creature, if we draw any spells, attacks as a 3/4.
Alright, so during their attack step this time, we want to tap down their fear guy, right? Because it's the most damage.
We could just let them attack and then tap down another guy and try to get in the last bit of damage.
We could do it that way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to finish it. The longer the game goes, the less we're favored.
Well, if we make it go long enough, we draw the Shrapnel Blast, though. That insta-kills them.
That's true.
So, it's... I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
So... let's tap this down and see if they play any more creatures. Because if they keep playing creatures, then that's our only option, right?
Yeah, they're getting for 4.
Okay, so we did prevent 2 damage by doing that one, though.
Yeah.
Or 5 damage, actually.
3.
Well, we stopped that guy, and we stopped the 2/3 from attacking.
Why would the 2/3 attack?
Okay, we just win, unless they have a counterspell.
We're just really lucky. Yay!
Wow.
We're lucky!
That was exceptionally lucky. We knew we had it, but that was the only instant kill in the deck.
We had a good red-white deck, but let's count the amount of red spells we had. I think it's 1, 2, 3...
I think it was like 5.
4.
It was 4?
5.
It was 5? Okay.
And the white spells we had were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8.
So that was a really good deck.
It felt good.
Their deck was better. We just beat them down low enough.
If we were a slower deck, we would have lost. If we were the big green deck or something, we would lose to their card advantage.
Yeah.
They had lots
Not to
of
mention,
cards.
they just had good creatures. Those fear guys, they were wonderful.
Just because we didn't have that many artifact creatures and the other ways to get rid of it. Those artifact creatures...
So their 3 attack and 2 toughness means that they get through a lot of creatures and trade with a lot more.
Well, like the Elf.
So if you're building the swamp deck, those are the best cards.
They're okay. The fear is okay. It's about a half-half.
The top deck.
Yeah, yes. Luke, we got kind of lucky there. But Elf Replica is like the quintessential card. Like there's a bunch of 2-power creatures that can block. Alpha Mirror, your 2-mana card trades for it. Replica. Like there's a lot of ways to kill a 2 toughness fear creature. So like
Mega Mirror's not one of them.
Where is fear rated in a normal set? Top tier.
Oh yeah. Fear is so good they stopped printing fear.
Yeah, and Intimidate. In this set, fear is like half the creatures block your stuff.
That's true, but that guy is usually cheap enough because he's only 5. Right?
When he's fine, yeah, he's costing you like 3 mana for a 3/2.
It could have been that he was just good against our deck, but I mean that guy got to the top too, so it must have been good for them too.
It could have been okay, and it played well with them needing lots of mana and having the guy that drew the cards.
So I think we didn't underestimate the.
So let's talk about the cards individually. Atog did everything I wanted it to.
Exactly.
Cathodian didn't perform as well here because it kept dying, but the times we've had it before, and it's super solid. Like
So I think it traded for at least a 3-power creature every time.
And it's important to remember that when Cathodian was printed, that Mana Burn existed. So it was a 3/3 for 3 that people picked highly. That cost you 3 life if it died in combat. And here it's just great. Ice Manipulator,
top tier, absolutely top tier.
Might have been the best card in our deck.
That or the Shrapnel Blast that we won several games off of top decking.
So good.
We won at least 2 games from top decking.
All right, Battle Mage, I was happy with. We didn't get him in some sort of insane situation where we played him early.
No, he did do a lot of combat though.
Yep.
Shadow Blast was MVP, though not the best card in our deck. Stir the Pride is amazing. I would definitely pick that at least one of every time we're playing white.
I've been happy with the talismans, and I think I'm even more happy in decks that care about artifacts.
That's true. That's
like
true.
having this just another essentially like expensive.
It actually ended up fixing our red mana once. That's the wildest thing.
And it left us green open, although that didn't matter ever.
Yeah, we never had the elf replica.
Transfixers were solid.
They were. I think them being just a 1/1 for 1 that we could put equipment on was more important than anything. But they did tap several artifacts.
Every game we've had dorky little ability creatures, and every game I want to have either like 2 power increasing or more artifact or equipments to put on them.
Yeah,
so this becomes a 3 something.
We usually get 3 equipment, and we usually get a couple of 1-drops and then several 2-drops. We should mention the other guy was actually played. Oh, we never drew him though. Yeah, against decks that don't have many artifacts, he's great. We never actually put in the Echoing Decay, though. I look forward to playing that.
So Elf Replica did what I wanted it to do, which was it just was a 2/2 artifact for 3.
Yep,
that's been solid.
Yep, never did anything else. Striker, I actually really really the first strike matters so much once you get the equipment on him.
It matters a lot, and other times too. Like there's a lot of 1 toughness creatures. The Furnace has been good.
Yeah, I like a couple of artifact lands, even if you're not really playing Affinity.
Cart Clan Shaman really shown through, and we have a bunch of 1 toughness guys. Like imagine if we were the Grixis deck, and he was one of our only 1 toughness guys.
Yeah, then we might be able to sack a bunch of artifacts to him.
Or if we had more lands or something like that.
Yeah.
The Bola, we didn't get to show off the Bola.
We actually never used its ability in any of our matches.
But oh my gosh, like there were times there was like I could tap down your whole board. Yep. We didn't get to. Dingard was solid.
So any of the creatures that get pluses when you equip them are just great, especially if you get them in your opening hand with equipment.
I've been very happy with Raise the Alarm too.
Yeah, Raise the Alarm seems to kill a lot of people in combat. Or a lot of creatures in combat.
Well, that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. We're going to try to get in another one, I think, on either Friday or Saturday, and get our second Darksteel.
Since Saturday's the pre-release, we'll probably actually be at that.
I'll be at work.
Oh, so you'll be at work. So I'll be magicked out by the end of that.
Yeah, I'm
going to 2 pre-releases.
Yeah, I might just do this solo, and then we'll break.
Yeah, you can always use this computer. So
unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make. I might be able to make Sundays.
Sunday's a possibility. Next Monday or Tuesday is a possibility as well.
Do they have pre-releases Monday and Tuesday?
No, I mean for
streaming
this.
All right, guys, we'll catch you.